Imagine waking up, checking your phone for 5 minutes, and suddenly it's an hour later. No memory. No value gained. Just gone. This is not an accident. This is the world we live in today, an attention economy where your focus is the product. Welcome to the Ideas Behind Your Undivided Attention, a podcast that exposes how technology is quietly reshaping human behavior. Social media apps, news feeds, and recommendation systems aren't neutral tools. They are engineered to capture, hold, and monetize attention. For the first time in history, billions of people are being influenced by algorithms that know our fears, habits, and desires better than we do. And the scariest part? Most of us never agreed to this experiment. This series will uncover how tech hijacks attention, why it affects democracy, mental health, and children, and what we can actually do about it. This isn't anti-technology. This is about humane technology. Stay till the end, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every swipe, like, pause, and scroll is tracked. Not to help you, but to predict you. Platforms use behavioral psychology to keep users engaged for as long as possible. The longer you stay, the more ads you see. These systems don't care if the content makes you angry, anxious, or addicted. They only care if it keeps you watching. That's why outrage spreads faster than truth. Fear travels faster than facts. Your undivided attention explains how design choices like infinite scroll, autoplay, and notifications are not features, they're persuasion tools. They exploit human vulnerabilities, the need for validation, belonging, and novelty. You're not weak for getting addicted. The system is powerful by design. When billions of people are nudged in invisible ways, society itself starts to shift. And that's where the real danger begins. Algorithms don't have values. They don't understand truth, morality, or consequences. They only optimize for engagement. If extreme content keeps people watching, algorithms amplify it. If conspiracy theories increase clicks, they spread. This creates echo chambers where people see only what confirms their beliefs. The podcast highlights how this dynamic has fueled polarization in the United States, pushing people toward extremes without them realizing it. Two people can live in the same country, yet experience completely different realities online. This isn't about left versus right, it's about systems that reward division. When technology shapes beliefs at scale, democracy itself becomes fragile. And the worst part? These systems evolve faster than our ability to regulate them. Rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness have exploded, especially among teens. This is not a coincidence. Social media trains people to compare their lives with carefully edited highlights of others. The result? Chronic dissatisfaction. Your undivided attention discusses how constant notifications fragment focus, making deep thinking almost impossible. Humans were never meant to switch attention hundreds of times a day. Sleep is disrupted. Self-esteem erodes. Dopamine cycles get hijacked. We've built a world where silence feels uncomfortable and boredom feels like failure. Technology promised connection, but often delivers isolation. Understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming mental freedom. Today's children don't just use technology, they grow up inside it. From YouTube recommendations to social media filters, kids are shaped by systems designed for profit, not development. The podcast warns that young minds are especially vulnerable. Their identities, beliefs, and attention patterns are being formed by algorithms optimized for engagement. This raises a critical question: should the digital environment be as regulated as physical spaces? We childproof buildings. We regulate toys. But online, children face persuasive systems far more powerful than anything before. What kind of future are we designing for the next generation? False information spreads faster than truth because it's often more emotional. Algorithms don't ask, "Is this true?" They ask, "Will this spread?" Your undivided attention explains how misinformation becomes profitable. Clicks generate revenue. Outrage drives traffic. This has real-world consequences, from public health crises to election interference. When people lose trust in shared facts, society loses its foundation. Truth becomes optional. reality becomes personalized. And once that happens, solving collective problems becomes nearly impossible. Governments move slowly. Technology moves fast. By the time laws are discussed, platforms have already evolved. The podcast explores why self-regulation by tech companies often fails, because profit incentives conflict with public well-being. Most platforms don't intend harm. But when success is measured only by growth, harm becomes invisible. The challenge isn't evil people. It's broken incentives. Fixing the system requires redesigning what success looks like in technology.